In a male-dominated nation where women's rights are limited, Sheikha Moza has defied the odds to become Qatar's most powerful woman. As the second wife of the country's former Emir and the mother of 7 children, she has carved a unique path as a philanthropist, political influencer, and fashion icon. Join us as we explore the story behind this mystery. Sheikha Moza, the power behind the throne. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser has been next to the Emir of Qatar for a long time, portraying herself as his sole spouse when in public. She projected an identity of a contemporary, forward-thinking woman, consistently appearing composed and assured in front of the media. However, underneath this meticulously constructed facade, she held significant sway, to the extent that numerous individuals suspected she was the actual force driving Qatar's leadership. Moza was more than just a queen. She was a skilled planner, a forward thinker, and an expert in negotiations. Through her leadership at the Qatar Foundation, she significantly influenced the development of education and innovation in the nation. Her sharp intellect and unwavering resolve distinguished her among the Emir's other spouses, enabling her to attain a position of exceptional power. Some even labeled her as the de facto leader of Qatar. Her talent for building relationships with Western partners was crucial in enhancing Qatar's global reputation. Tamim bin Hamad Al-Thani, her son, currently holds the title of Emir of Qatar and rules with complete authority. However, rumors suggest that Moza still wields considerable influence covertly. This hidden power has garnered attention, leading to her inclusion on Forbes' prestigious list of the most influential women globally, a remarkable achievement for a royal consort from the Middle East. Sheikha Moza and her family have always been surrounded by riches, not just power. Her husband is said to be worth $3 billion, while the ruling family as a whole boasts a jaw-dropping $332 billion in wealth. Their financial influence spans the world, with investments in top-tier properties worldwide. Sheikha Moza grabbed attention in London by purchasing 3 luxurious properties in Regent's Park and combining them to create a stunning palace, a venture estimated to cost at least £200 million. This lavish residence features 17 bedrooms, a spa, a heated pool, a beauty salon, a wine cellar, and a dedicated staff section. Situated on Cornwall Terrace, this estate is known to be one of the priciest residential areas globally. Surprisingly, the ruling family of Qatar possesses a greater amount of real estate in London compared to the British monarchy. Their extensive international investments involve owning famous landmarks such as the Shard, the Olympic Village, and Harrods in London, as well as the renowned Empire State Building in New York. Sheikha Moza is not just a figurehead in royalty, she is a woman with impressive aspirations, power, and riches, molding the future of Qatar from behind the scenes. However, just as Sheikha Moza's influence has sparked questions, so has her appearance. How does she maintain such a youthful look? What are her beauty secrets? Let's delve into these mysteries. The Queen of Style and Mystery. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser is recognized not just for her authority and impact, but also for her impeccable sense of style. By seamlessly combining contemporary Western glamour with traditional Arabic modesty, she has established a distinctive fashion identity that is elegant and current. One of her most iconic fashion choices is the turban she sports at every public outing. This particular accessory enables her to pay homage to her nation's custom of head covering while infusing it with a refined and contemporary flair. Moza's adoration for luxury fashion is evident in her wardrobe, which showcases her admiration for the most prestigious designers in the world, seen donning attire from renowned fashion houses like Dior, Chanel, Valentino, Armani Privé, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Ralph & Russo, and Stéphane Roland. She exudes sophistication and elegance. Unlike many fashion aficionados, Moza doesn't hastily purchase the latest runway trends. Instead, she meticulously selects pieces that align with her personal style, eschewing the need for professional stylists. For her, fashion transcends mere clothing. It serves as a means of self-expression and a source of personal fulfillment, offering solace from the day-to-day stresses of life. Despite her age of 63 and being a mother of 7 children, Sheikha Moza has a remarkably youthful appearance. Many people have speculated about the potential use of cosmetic procedures to maintain her flawless skin, sculpted features, and elegant figure. Some believe her skin is too smooth for her age, leading to assumptions of facelifts and Botox treatments. Her defined cheekbones, plump lips, and captivating eyes hint at the work of skilled plastic surgeons. Although she has never confirmed undergoing any procedures, rumors suggest she may have had around 12 cosmetic surgeries. If these rumors are true, the results speak for themselves. She exudes refinement, grace, and an entirely natural vibe. Sheikha Moza embodies a fresh portrayal of Arab women that blends tradition with modernity, surpassing mere beauty and style. But before all the fame and marriage, what kind of person was Sheikha Moza? How did she rise to such fame? A visionary beyond royalty. Sheikha Moza was born into a family known for its resistance. Her father, Nasser bin Abdullah al-Misned, was a strong political dissident who opposed the government of Qatar. Due to his activism, he was arrested and later forced into exile, leading his family to relocate to Kuwait. Sheikha Moza spent a significant part of her youth there, far from the country she would eventually influence. In 1977, when her father was finally permitted to return to Qatar, she tied the knot with Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani, the country's next in line. While she became his second spouse, she did not follow the traditional path of many royal wives by staying out of the public eye. Sheikha Moza held education in high regard. In 1986, she graduated with a degree in sociology from Qatar University and went on to pursue a master's degree in public policy focusing on Islam. Throughout her career, she was honored with honorary doctorates from renowned universities such as Virginia Commonwealth University, Texas A&M, Carnegie Mellon, Imperial College London, and Georgetown University. However, her impact on education extended beyond her accomplishments as she revolutionized the educational system in Qatar. She achieved a significant milestone by transforming Doha into an international center for education. By contributing significantly to the establishment of Education City, she facilitated the establishment of branches of prestigious American universities in Qatar. Her goal was to provide top-notch education to the youth of Qatar without them needing to travel abroad. As a result of her dedication, she was recognized as the driving force behind the development of Doha's Education City. Her impact extended beyond expectations. During the year 2012, she had a meeting with the president of the University of Southern California, USC, in LA. Shortly thereafter, her son Khalifa bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani was enrolled at USC as a transfer student. According to the Los Angeles Times, it was hinted that her networking played a part in his admission. Sheikha Moza goes beyond being just a figure of royalty, embodying qualities of foresight, resolve, and impact. But what other influences does Sheikha Moza have? Is her impact limited to the palace, or does it extend far beyond? Keep on watching to find out more. A leader beyond the palace. When thinking about Arabian women, the common stereotype is of someone who is meek, shy, and confined to the confines of a luxurious palace. However, Sheikha Moza defies these expectations. She exudes a powerful presence, showcasing her intelligence, boldness, and unwavering determination. While most royal spouses in the Middle East prefer to stay out of the limelight, Sheikha Moza has fearlessly taken center stage on the global platform, proudly representing her nation, championing for educational reforms, and actively influencing the trajectory of Qatar's future. Sheikha Moza goes beyond the role of queen consort to prove herself as a significant leader. Co-founding and serving as the chairperson of the Qatar Foundation for Education, Science, and Community Development stands as one of her major accomplishments. Since its establishment in 1995, this foundation has revolutionized the education landscape in Qatar. Through her guidance, Qatar has emerged as a hub for prestigious global universities, research institutions, and innovative advancements. Her ultimate objective is clear yet challenging: to provide world-class education opportunities to the residents of Qatar and beyond. However, she goes beyond just focusing on Qatar. Back in 2012, she started Education Above All, an international project aimed at providing education to children in war-torn areas. She is convinced that education holds the power to improve the prospects of even those children caught in the midst of conflict. Her dedication to safeguarding schools from violence and ensuring uninterrupted learning in hazardous circumstances is evident through this initiative. She has advocated for the protection of education in distressed regions at various platforms such as the United Nations, UNESCO, and global conferences. Sheikha Moza's impact extends beyond the realm of education. She has been instrumental in empowering the youth and advocating for job opportunities. The establishment of Silatech in 2008 by her aimed at generating employment for the youth in the Arab region. She is also the head of the Arab Democracy Foundation and has been heading the Supreme Council for Family Affairs since 1998. Her efforts do not only concentrate on education, but also focus on fostering a more resilient and forward-thinking community. In the realm of healthcare, she has left a lasting impression with her significant contributions. She played a key role in founding the Weill Cornell Medical College in Qatar, providing high-quality medical education to the region. Additionally, she oversees the Sidra Medical and Research Center, a modern hospital focused on the health of women and children. Her dedication to healthcare is evident in her hands-on approach. She gave a personal donation of $7.9 billion to Sidra, guaranteeing its reputation as a world-class institution for medical advancements and patient care. Sheikha Moza's impact reaches into the world of fashion, where she is recognized as a prominent figure on a global scale. Renowned for her classy and refined taste, she is often spotted in high-end, tailor-made fashion pieces that seamlessly merge contemporary trends with Qatari customs. Her appearances in Vanity Fair's prestigious fashion rankings highlight her influence, while her efforts to promote Arab designers showcase her dedication to the industry through initiatives such as Fashion Trust Arabia. Although Sheikha Moza embraces modern methods, she has explicitly stated that she does not identify as a feminist. Through her Education Above All campaign, she mandates that non-Qatari female students must seek approval from their guardians before enrolling, a decision that has sparked backlash. Nonetheless, she is resolute in her goals, prioritizing what she deems beneficial for her nation and its inhabitants. She played a pivotal part in Qatar's efforts to secure the 2022 FIFA World Cup, being actively involved in promoting the event and standing up for her country against accusations of corruption. She emphasized Qatar's abilities to successfully host a prestigious global competition. Her participation showcased her commitment not only to education and societal transformation, but also to Qatar's aspirations on the world stage. Sheikha Moza embodies a fresh style of leadership in the Arab world, going beyond her impressive achievements. She played a key role in guiding Qatar towards becoming a progressive and culturally rooted nation. A recent publication titled Pregnancy and Miscarriage in Qatar sheds light on how Qatari women, led by Sheikha Moza, are adapting to evolving societal norms. She is more than just a queen or a consort. She is a forward thinker who rejects traditional constraints. Power, influence, and controversy. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser is not just a mere royal, but a dynamic influencer who is driving the political, educational, and global landscape of Qatar. Her presence goes beyond the realms of a typical partner to the ruler, positioning her as one of the influential females in the Middle East. With her innovative guidance, advocacy, and foresight, she has significantly impacted Qatar's standing on the global stage. Sheikha Moza wields significant influence through her role in the Qatar Foundation, which she helped establish and now leads. By spearheading initiatives to bring prestigious universities to Doha and strengthen connections with Western countries, she has played a pivotal role in reshaping Qatar's reputation on the global stage. Through educational collaborations and philanthropic efforts, Qatar has strategically used soft power diplomacy to establish itself as a prominent player in international education, largely thanks to Sheikha Moza's vision. Her impact extends beyond the field of education. Using her platform, she tackles worldwide issues with a focus on the Middle East. She fearlessly expresses her views on global conflicts, often aligning with Qatar's foreign policy. In January 2024, a global initiative called upon her to leverage her influence to secure the release of 136 captives detained by Hamas in Gaza. The campaign, featuring slogans such as "The solution is in your hands" and "You hold the power," captured the attention of the world. Nevertheless, subsequent reports indicated that some individuals linked to the movement were not genuine, prompting inquiries into the campaign's origins and purpose. Sheikha Moza is quite active on social media and often discusses the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Following the Hamas attack on Israel that occurred on October 7, 2023, and resulted in the deaths of around 1,200 Israelis, as well as the abduction of 245 hostages, Israel retaliated with airstrikes that ended over 1,000 Palestinians. In response to these tragic events, she posted an image on Instagram showing a man standing in front of a demolished building and captioned it with a plea to Allah, saying that they entrusted Palestine to him. Since then, her social media feed has been filled with posts drawing attention to the devastation in Gaza, particularly focusing on how it has impacted innocent children. She remained active in 2024, continuing to speak out on important issues. In September, she wrote an article in Le Point called "The Human Cost of War," highlighting the impact of conflict on civilians. By October, she was making waves once again, this time on X, previously known as Twitter, where she mentioned the passing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, a figure labeled as a terrorist by several nations. In her post, she commented on the significance of his name and how he would be remembered. Sheikha Moza's impactful role in politics, along with her generous charitable work and outspoken support, has stirred up controversy internationally. Through her dedication to education, diplomacy, and advocacy, she is reshaping Qatar's position on the global stage, leaving behind a legacy that both inspires and provokes discussion. Now, let's take a closer look at her husband and how he has influenced her image. The rise of Sheikh Hamad. Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani was born in 1952 and faced hardships in his early years due to his mother's death soon after his birth. He was raised by his uncle, but despite this challenging beginning, he went on to play a significant role in the history of Qatar. His journey started with military studies, and after completing his training at the renowned Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the UK in 1971, he returned to Qatar and assumed the rank of lieutenant colonel. His exceptional leadership qualities caught the attention of others, leading to his appointment as the commander of a group of soldiers that later became identified as the Hamad Brigade. In 1972, he rose to the rank of general and was appointed as the Army's chief of staff. His career advancement was rapid, leading to his promotion as the commander-in-chief of Qatar's armed forces as a major general. Just 5 years later, in 1977, he was named as the defense minister. During that same year, he was designated as the heir apparent, positioning him to become the future ruler of Qatar. Throughout the following 2 decades, he assumed additional duties and roles. In the early 1980s, he spearheaded the Supreme Planning Council, playing a pivotal role in shaping Qatar's economy and society. In 1992, his father, Emir Khalifa bin Hamad Al-Thani, began to delegate the daily governance responsibilities to him. While his father retained oversight of the country's finances, Hamad emerged as the de facto leader, overseeing Qatar's oil and gas sectors. Problems arose between the father and son, as Emir Khalifa was reluctant to relinquish full control, whereas Hamad believed that change was necessary. On June 27, 1995, in the absence of his father in Geneva, Switzerland, Hamad peacefully took over the throne with the backing of crucial family members and military leaders, proclaiming himself as the Emir of Qatar. His father went into exile in France and later relocated to Abu Dhabi, eventually being permitted to return to Qatar in 2001. Concerned that his father might attempt to seize power, Hamad enlisted the help of an American law firm to freeze his father's overseas bank accounts. Despite his measures, a former Qatari minister made an unsuccessful coup attempt against him in February 1996, uncovering that countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, and Egypt had backed the rebellion. Nevertheless, Hamad retained his position of authority. His spouse, Sheikha Moza bint Nasser, took an active part while he was in power, which was uncommon for a leader's spouse in the area. Together, they established the Qatar Foundation in 1995 with the goal of enhancing education, research, and community growth. Hamad had a strong interest in sports as well. He facilitated Qatar in hosting significant global competitions like the 15th Asian Games and the Qatar Open Tennis Championship. During his tenure, Qatar achieved its first Olympic medal in track and field. His most significant triumph in sports occurred in 2010 when Qatar secured the right to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup, marking it as the first Middle Eastern nation to accomplish this. Hamad had a significant impact on Qatar's media environment through his support of Al Jazeera, a news outlet known for its fearless reporting. The network gained attention for its willingness to challenge authority in the Middle East and the Western world. Following the 9/11 terrorist attacks, American officials, such as Colin Powell, pressured Hamad to close Al Jazeera down, but he stood firm in his decision to keep the channel running. Despite being funded by the Qatari government, Hamad maintained that Al Jazeera operated independently. Economically, Hamad successfully elevated Qatar from a small desert nation to one of the wealthiest countries globally. Despite his father's reservations about exploiting the vast natural gas resources in Qatar, Hamad perceived it as a chance for growth. By 2010, Qatar emerged as the largest exporter of liquefied natural gas, leading to a substantial increase in wealth. Despite having a population of fewer than 2 million, Qatar boasted an impressive annual per capita income of $86,440, solidifying its position as the wealthiest nation on the planet. In 2005, Qatar Investment Authority, QIA, was established by Hamad with the aim of overseeing the nation's oil and gas riches. It quickly emerged as a significant player in international investments, acquiring companies and real estate assets across the globe. Among its notable acquisitions were Harrods department store in London, Paris Saint-Germain football club, shares in Porsche, and a portion of Miramax film studio. Additionally, Qatar made strategic real estate purchases in London, including the Shard, the London Olympic Village, and multiple upscale hotels in Cannes. The country also participated in a massive $31 billion merger in the mining industry. Hamad had a strong appreciation for art and culture. By founding the Qatar Museums Authority in 2005, he transformed Qatar into a prominent hub for modern art collection. A significant milestone was reached in 2012 when Qatar invested over $250 million in purchasing Paul Cézanne's masterpiece, The Card Players, making it one of the most costly art pieces ever sold. Qatar was also recognized for hosting exhibitions, showcasing artists such as Damien Hirst and Takashi Murakami. Hamad placed a strong emphasis on education. He succeeded in attracting prestigious universities like Carnegie Mellon, Georgetown, and Northwestern to Qatar. The establishment of the Doha Film Institute in 2009 facilitated the funding of films such as The Reluctant Fundamentalist and Just Like a Woman. Even though Qatar has made advancements, it still operates as an autocratic regime. There is no organized political resistance, and the press monitors itself. Dominance continues to be controlled by the ruling family. After nearly 2 decades of rule, Hamad shocked everyone with his announcement. He appeared on TV on June 25, 2013, revealing his decision to relinquish power to his son, Tamim bin Hamad Al-Thani. This move was rare in the area, as leaders typically remained in office indefinitely. Hamad emphasized the need for a new beginning in the country's development, with a focus on youth leadership. The transfer of power in Qatar occurred without any conflict. After resigning, Hamad took on the title of Father Emir, while his son, Sheikh Tamim, continued to lead. Health issues have plagued Hamad, leading him to undergo several kidney transplants and receive regular dialysis. While in Morocco in 2015, he suffered a leg injury and had to seek treatment in Switzerland. Even with his health problems, Hamad's impact is still evident on a global scale. Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani, influence, wealth, and controversy. Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani, the ex-emir of Qatar, gained a reputation for his fearless choices, worldwide sway, and contentious partnerships. He went beyond just leading Qatar, making a significant mark on global diplomacy, charitable undertakings, and economic ventures. After Hurricane Katrina wreaked havoc on New Orleans in 2005, Hamad contributed a significant sum of $100 million to help with the relief operations, showcasing Qatar's commitment to offering assistance across the globe. His impact was further highlighted during the 2006 conflict in Lebanon, where he played a pivotal part in brokering a truce and aiding in the reconstruction of areas that had been affected. Hamad's approach to diplomacy frequently surprised observers. Although Qatar had traditionally been critical of Israel along with other Arab countries, he chose to engage in diplomacy with them for a while. His meeting with Israeli Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni in New York in 2007 was a noteworthy event in the history of Gulf-Israel relations. Nevertheless, he decided to end this relationship in 2009 due to his disapproval of Israel's military activities in Gaza. Qatar, however, continued to manage a delicate relationship with Israel, balancing business and diplomatic engagements while also expressing opposition to Israeli settlement practices. His distinctive method was underscored during his memorable trip to Gaza in 2012, marking him as the first leader to visit the area after Hamas assumed power in 2006. The visit, which involved a commitment of $400 million for infrastructure and medical facilities, held both symbolic and tactical significance. It not only reaffirmed Qatar's backing of the Palestinian movement, but also stirred debate due to the presence of Hamas's aggressive faction. Several detractors alleged that Qatar was backing radical organizations, a claim the government refuted by asserting its objective was to foster reconciliation between Hamas and the Palestinian Authority. The debate over Qatar's foreign policy went beyond Gaza. The New York Times claimed in 2012 that the Qatari government funded the terrorist group Al-Nusra Front. Despite this, Qatar has always rejected these accusations, highlighting its dedication to fighting terrorism. Throughout the years, Qatar has implemented various anti-terrorism laws, including recent steps in 2019 to address money laundering and terrorism funding. In 2020, the U.S. State Department praised Qatar for its anti-terrorism efforts and collaboration with the global coalition to defeat ISIS. Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani was instrumental in establishing Qatar as a major player in the global economy. In 2013, he founded the Qatar Investment Authority, QIA, managing a portfolio of investments exceeding $100 billion across the world. During his tenure, Qatar secured interests in various high-profile companies and assets, such as the Shard, Barclays Bank, Heathrow Airport, Harrods, Paris Saint-Germain FC, Siemens, and Royal Dutch Shell, as well as owning shares in Volkswagen, Porsche, Hochtief, and Sainsbury's. Despite stepping down from his position, his financial activities continued to be noteworthy, including his ownership of Afrodilla SA, holdings in Luxembourg banks, and investments in South Africa. His relative, Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim, also had ties to these business ventures. However, Sheikha Moza's strength doesn't come from her husband alone. Her son's influence has also played a major role in shaping her image as the most powerful woman in Qatar. Sheikha Moza's power through her children. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser holds significant influence in the Arab world, with her power not solely derived from her actions, but also influenced by her children's accomplishments. Married to Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Thani, the former Emir of Qatar, she played a pivotal role in the country's development. Apart from being known as a leader, philanthropist, and education supporter, Sheikha Moza draws her greatest strength from her 7 children. The oldest son of Sheikha Moza, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al-Thani, was originally set to become the next leader of Qatar. However, he decided to relinquish his right to the throne in 2003. Even though he chose not to pursue the position of power, his influence continued to impact Sheikha Moza's standing within the family. Sheikh Jassim's choice to step back from the line of succession highlighted that power within the Al-Thani dynasty was determined by individual decisions and obligations, not just tradition. This particular decision reshaped the course of Qatar's future and solidified Sheikha Moza's role as a leading figure in the country's governance. Ever since Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al-Thani took over as Emir of Qatar in 2013, Sheikha Moza has seen an increase in her influence. As a trusted advisor and mother to the Emir, she works to maintain the vision she helped create for Qatar during his leadership. Despite working discreetly, her input is vital in shaping the country's path. Beyond being just the Emir's mother, she continues to be a strong force, using her knowledge and perseverance to assist his rule. Her influence has been further enhanced by her daughters. Taking charge of Qatar museums, Sheikha Al-Mayasa bint Hamad Al-Thani has turned Doha into a prominent center for art and culture, embodying Sheikha Moza's dedication to education and tradition. Additionally, Sheikha Hind bint Hamad Al-Thani plays a crucial role in administration as the leader of the Emir's office, solidifying her mother's impact on governance. Sheikh Jawan bin Hamad Al-Thani, along with her younger sons, plays a major role in boosting Qatari sports and showcasing national pride in global competitions. Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamad Al-Thani played a crucial role in successfully achieving Qatar's bid to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The youngest son, Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al-Thani, continues to uphold his mother's values, ensuring that her legacy remains strong in the future of Qatar. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.